Hi, I'm Deanna. Welcome to beautiful Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. So we'll be doing a 30-minute yoga class today. You'll need a quiet space to practice in, your mat, a towel perhaps for extra cushion, and a water bottle. Perhaps maybe you'd like to be barefoot, but if you're more comfortable with shoes on, that's perfectly fine. How about we get started? So we'll begin with our feet about hip width apart and our arms long. Fingers facing towards the earth. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky. We'll take our mountain pose here and focus on our breath. In yoga, we inhale and exhale through our noses. That keeps the heat within our bodies. So let's just breathe here, inhaling and exhaling. Notice our chest rise and fall. Let's try to get our spines a little longer if we can. You should feel the crown of the head reaching up to the sky. And maybe getting a little taller as we try to reach to the sky. Maybe you're feeling a little more relaxed after just taking a few breaths here. Taking one more big inhale and exhale. We're continuing that flowing breath as we just raise our arms up towards the sky, maybe in front of us, and bring them down in through center, back to our mountain pose. And let's inhale, rise up again, and exhale through heart center. And again. Let's get up a little higher this time if we can. Rising up and coming down. And if you can, change your gaze. Sweeping your arms up and your gaze up and then lowering back to our heart center. One more time, rising up. And let's come to heart center and stay right here in heart center. Evenly pressing palm to palm. And let's interlace those fingers and turn the palms out. And then palms will face in. Open wide from here. Thumbs up. And let's go ahead and look to the right thumb. Come back to center, inhale, and look to your left thumb. And back to center. So we'll take that again, looking to your right. And to your left. Coming back to center. One more time, we'll take it to the right. And inhale, center, and take it to the left. And let's go ahead and just bring our arms down by our sides and then bring them back up to the sky. So we want to try and have them maybe slightly in front. Maybe if we're comfortable here, you'd like to interlace your fingers, palms facing up. It's entirely up to you. What feels best for your shoulders, your body today? We want to be careful to keep our shoulders away from the ears as we do this. And we're just going to just gently come to the right. Inhale, center, and come to the left. So we inhale our centers, exhale side, inhale center, and exhale side. We'll take that one more time each side. We want to take our big inhales and exhales. We'll come center. We're going to come to the right. Let's release those fingers and take that right arm down to the side, pressing into our thigh. And let's come over to our degree. Let's inhale the arm up and exhale. We'll come to that left side and then bring that left arm down, placing it on our thighs and just reaching over to the side to our degree. And let's rise up from here, that arm, and exhale. This time we're going to bring those hands behind us. And again, we can hold a beach ball here if we'd like. Nice beach ball. Or we can interlace those fingers. What feels best for our bodies today? So as we're holding this beach ball, try to press into the beach ball or interlace the fingers and press downward. And again, I'm looking to you, but you are looking forward. We're going to release whatever we're holding and just reach forward and exhale to reach back. Inhale, reach forward and exhale back. One more time, reach forward. This time we're going to stay forward. Let's take a little seat. So it's just a little bend. Inhale, rise, and exhale, bend. So our knees are bent and our hips are bent. One more time. So right from here, arms facing forward, let's place them on our thighs. And just take a look at how this feels. We want to be able to wiggle that toe. Spread them wide, place them back down. So in our chair pose here. Nice long backs. Inhaling and exhaling through our noses. So we're going to inhale the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale to mountain pose. And this time we'll rise up and exhale, air chair pose. Now our arms can be in front of us, up a little higher, or they can be down by our thighs. We have to think about what feels best for our bodies. Check in with them. Our bodies are always talking to us. We just have to listen. Inhale, rise up. Sweep those arms all the way up if you can. And exhale one more time. We'll take air chair pose. Breathing here. And let's inhale, rise up. We'll come through heart center and find our mountain pose again. Checking in with how that feels. Your shoulders, perhaps in your thigh, making sure everything's feeling right today. So we should be at the top of our mats. So I'm just going to come up to the top of my mat. We're still in our mountain pose. We're going to be stepping back with the right foot, but we'll come there from our air chair pose. So let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, find air chair pose. And then we'll just lift that right leg high and step it back. Keep that back heel off the mat if we can. We can come as deep as we'd like in the pose. And again, those arms are completely up to you. What feels best? Crescent lunge pose here. Breathing. Back leg is long and strong, and front knee is bent to your degree. All kinds of options that we can take here. Maybe you'd like the arms all the way up to the sky. It's entirely up to you. And then from here, maybe we can place the hand on the thigh. But we are going to step back into air chair pose. So however you'd like to balance, thinking of bringing that right leg forward. Let's inhale, exhale to air chair pose. Inhale, rise up and find our mountain pose again. So we'll take the other side this time. Let's sweep the arms up and find air chair pose. Again, the arms are up to you. So let's lift those left toes. And when we're ready and feeling balanced, stepping back for crescent lunge. And let's remember to bring that back heel off the mat. Front knee is bent to our degree. What feels best? So again, hands at the thighs, arms forward, arms up to the sky. Back leg is long and strong, and front knee is bent to your degree. You can go as deep or come out of the pose and have just a slight bend in that front knee. Breathing here. Let's bring our hands to heart center. So remembering we're coming back to air chair pose. So we're going to put all that weight on that front leg. Sweep the arms up or whatever feels best. Let's go ahead and come back to our air chair pose. Inhale, rising and finding mountain pose. Let's sweep those arms up. This time we're going to bring our hands to our thighs and just stay right here. Just like we did for air chair pose, nice long backs. We can even place our hand on our back just to see how that feels. Nice long back. Thinking of collarbones wide and squeezing the shoulder blades together behind us. Almost as if we're taking our shoulder blades back into our hip pockets if we could. And then we'll bring our hands behind us, palms facing down. Crown of the head reaching forward here. We should be able to see our toes. Maybe we can even wiggle them. And let's take our palms, fingers facing outward, nice and wide. Nice wingspan, as we would call it. And again, coming back to air chair pose. Lifting those hearts a little higher now, facing forward, air chair pose. And let's step back with our right foot, crescent lunge. We'll bring our hands to heart center. And then behind us, palms facing down. So let's go ahead and lean forward a bit here. Rise up. Bring our hands back to heart center. Air chair pose. Inhale to rise. Sweep the arms up. And exhale, come back to the thigh. Setting up that long back again. Reaching those fingers behind. Fingers out to the sides now. Checking for the toes. Should be able to see your big toe at least. And then forward, air chair pose. Should be feeling that in the thighs now. All right, so that left leg will step back, crescent lunge. Bringing the hands to heart center and then behind us, palms facing down. And let's lean forward here if we can. Bringing the hands back to heart center, coming back to our air chair pose. Inhale to straighten and back to mountain pose. Maybe shaking that out if you're feeling a little more sensation in the legs. Mountain pose here. And we're going to sweep those arms up and come all the way down to the thigh. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale again, down to the thigh. Inhale, sweep, and exhale, bring it down. One more time, we're going to sweep the arms up and bring it down. So right from here, we're just going to lift the right heel and lower down, and lift the left heel and lower down. Let's keep doing that. Inhale, heel up. Exhale, heel down. Other side, heel up, inhale. Exhale, down. Now if you're comfortable here, bring the arms forward. Heart center even. Arms out to the side. You get to choose your balance. Now, if you're comfortable, take one heel up and then the other. Balancing just a little bit here. A little tricky to do. Find something that's not moving to stare. Find that drishti. And let's lower the heels down. Rise up from here. Bring those hands back to the thighs. Inhale, rise. Heart center and mountain pose. And we'll shake it out perhaps. Maybe lift those toes from here. Work it out if we need to. Ah, that feels good. We're going to take another balance pose today. That was actually balanced chair pose. We did some chair work today, so I thought a balanced chair would be good. We're also going to take our tree pose. So let's go ahead and spread our right toes wide and place our left foot right up above our right ankle. And if we're comfortable, maybe bringing our hands to heart center. This is our kickstand pose. It's a balance pose because we have our heel off the floor. If you'd like to add on, you can maybe bring that foot into the shin. If you're really comfortable, maybe we could bring the foot into the thigh. We just don't want to press into the knee joint. It's into the thigh. So if we can't get there, we come back. Balancing here. So first we set the trunk of our tree up before adding branches to the tree. How many trees are out there? They're all going to look a little different. Your tree pose is your tree pose. Whatever branches you would like, however you would like them to be, is tree pose. Breathing here. One more breath. We're going to release that, bring the hands to heart center, take a mini vinyasa as we sweep up and come to the thighs. Inhale to sweep up again, heart center, and mountain pose. So we'll take tree on the other side. So we just lift our left toes, spread them wide. And then we'll go ahead and come to that kickstand position. We can balance in our tree right here. Maybe bring the hands to heart center. And if we'd like to add on, we can try the foot to the shin or the foot to the inside of the thigh. Just don't want to press into that knee joint. And if you're actually doing the foot into the thigh, it's the thigh pressing into the foot. That gives you a little more stability. So holding that pose, and then when you're ready, adding your branches. Tree pose. So we find a gazing point slightly above eye level that will not be moving. Breathing here, balancing here. Balance is so important, and it's important. One side might be better than the other from one day to another, and it's important that we practice both sides. One more breath here. And let's release that. So again, mini vinyasa. Let's sweep up and swan dive to our thighs. Inhale, sweep up again. And find mountain pose. So from here, we are taking ourselves to the mat. So let's sweep up and swan dive down. And we'll just bring one knee down, taking our hands to the mat, and then the other knee down. So let's come to a seated position on our mats today. Bringing our legs forward. Nice long legs here. This is staff pose. Hands are right by our hips and thighs. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky. We're looking forward and breathing. This is our seated attention pose. We're going to take a forward fold. So let's sweep the arms up and then start to walk down the legs. All of our bodies are different. So it's important that we only go as deep as we'd like. So the sensation we're feeling is in the lower backs and behind our legs, our hamstrings. Big inhales and exhales. So let's hold right where we are. Big breath. And let's walk up those legs from here. We'll bring our right knee into the chest. So that might not be the best choice. We can always bring the right foot to the shin instead. Whatever feels best for our bodies. We're going to take that spine nice and long here. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky. And the long leg is flexed. And let's take our opposite hand. So our left hand comes to the knee. And our right hand reaches forward, thumbs facing upward. We're going to inhale, long spine, and exhale, open to the right. Inhale, come center, and exhale, open to the right. So you're going to come as far back as is comfortable for you, rising, reaching back, and inhaling forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And let's come back in. We're just going to open the knee to the side. So maybe the foot feels good at the thigh. Maybe it feels better at the shin. Just taking that knee open just a little bit. Reaching up from here. And let's come forward. So we can lean forward or we can place our hands on our thighs and just breathe here. One more big inhale and exhale. And let's come up. Straighten both legs out. We'll sweep up. Taking a forward fold, just a few breaths here. We've already been here before. Feeling that lower back, the hamstrings, our back of our legs. One more breath. And let's come back in, back up. So we're going to bring our left leg in now. So that foot's to the thigh or maybe to the shin, whatever feels best for our knee. Coming up nice and tall here. Flexing that long legs foot. So we're going to take the right hand to the knee and the left hand forward, thumbs facing upward. Inhaling here And exhale to open to the left. And that's inhale, center. Exhale, coming back to your degree, maybe using that thumb to follow with your eye, but whatever feels best for you. Inhaling, center, and exhaling. We'll do 2 more here. Last one. And back to center. So let's go ahead and open that knee to the side. And again, choosing where we'd like to place that foot, maybe to the shin, maybe to the inner thigh. We'll just reach up from here, and we can lean forward or walk down the leg, breathing here. Feeling our outer hips. And let's rise up from here. So we're going to be rolling down on our mats. So let's go ahead and place our hands behind our thighs and roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's take a bridge pose today, bringing our feet underneath our knees, but not too close to our hips. Our heels just a little further out, maybe our thighs together, palms to the mat. And let's just inhale the hips up from here. Bridge pose. Pressing into all 4 corners of each foot. One more breath. On our next exhale, let's lower those hips down and bring our knees into our chest. We'll take those knees side to side here. Just shifting those knees side to side, massaging the lower back. Take the legs up to the sky. Maybe we can walk up the legs just a little bit and hold that. We'll breathe 3 breaths here. So we can hold on, or we can just be reaching and releasing. 2 more breaths. On our exhale, let's lower back down. And we'll take that right knee into the chest and the left leg long. So we can bring that leg all the way to the mat, or we can take the foot to the mat, whatever feels best for our bodies. So we can have that long left leg or not. Taking the leg up to the sky here. Just give it a gentle pull. Looking up at the toes. 1 more breath. And let's release that. So we'll switch sides now. Taking the left knee in and the right foot to the mat, or the right leg long. Pulling that knee into the chest here. And if we're comfortable, let's take that leg long now. That left leg long, gently pulling it in. Feeling the sensation on the back of the leg. Maybe looking up at the toes. 1 more breath. And that's that knee in. Again, we'll take both knees into the chest. And we're just going to roll over to the right side. And let's use our hands to bring ourselves to seated. And from here, let's come up to standing. So we'll take our one knee, both knees to the mat, and then one foot, then the other, hands on the thighs, and let's come back to our standing position. Feet are hip width apart, our mountain pose here. crown of the head reaching up to the sky. And maybe we can close our eyes here and just breathe again. Checking back in with our breath. Feel the rise and fall of our chest as we inhale and exhale. And let's sweep our arms up to the sky. Bring our hands now to heart center. Lifting our hearts to meet our thumbs, looking at the tips of our fingers. Big inhale and exhale. So I hope that you feel better than when you started. Perhaps able to breathe more, feeling just a little more relaxed and a little more limber in the joints and the thighs. I want to thank you for coming today to practice with me. The light within me salutes the light within you. Namaste.